So today's video is gonna be a building project. Although there's only one problem. I've already started it. So do you guys remember how I was showing off all of the extensions I did? And that up here would be my breeding pen. Yeah, I kind of started working on it off camera a little bit. I was just mapping some things out in my head, and if you guys have seen Kari's latest video, where the three of us went and did the Ice Queen cave, you might have seen, or you might have caught a glimpse of some of the start, like, visions for the breeding pen, when we were down there, and as we were taking off to go around the Ice Queen cave. Yeah, you guys may have seen the start of what we have going on here. And I've completely changed it up. So here, this little bit is the ramp. The little front of the area. And yeah, it's only half done. It's not like, you know, completely done. I didn't do a lot off camera. I just started placing structures and hanging out with some friends on a WhatsApp call, and before I knew it, I had nearly half of the build done, and then I realized I should probably be recording this. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through the building process with me, and I'm gonna show you what I have done for each of these sections right here. So you guys, if you want, you can copy this on your arc if you want to as well. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, before we do get started, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing if you're new around here to never miss a future upload or a future live stream. And yeah, well, let's get into it. So probably going to take about half of each, just so we don't weigh ourselves down a substantial amount. I think I'm going to probably drop back a decent chunk. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Sick. So you can probably see like the bare bones roughly. So pillars up here, this was for like windows. So went past the pillar, there we go, because I wanted this build to be very open, and so I've never really had the I've just realized that's placed there. I never really had the intention of making it very closed in, so what I've done is kind of added a crap ton of windows. And because of the unique shape of the platform, we kind of have this pattern on the ceiling, and this middle bit I might do something with, because I don't like how there's going to be a massive hole in the middle. But yeah, we'll get to that later. I'll show you guys that later. And then this bit is literally just solid wood, and switched it over to the glass frontier skins. Up here we'll get to that later, because I can't quite reach those structures there. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. Kind of just filling in all of these little bottom sections. And I ran out of walls. First of all, before we bring the pillars across, I want to bring this across down to here, and then down, and then switch all of these guys to frontier, or as many as I can reach. Sometimes I feel like the structure cycling isn't quite working, because a second ago, I kind of had to press the button a couple of times to try and get the the structure that I wanted. And then for this section here, it's going to be a little bit different. So we're literally just gonna follow this pillar line here. Then we're gonna go up to there, and then go along. Oh, there we go. And like that. And then in terms of the walls, we're gonna do that. So the glass will look like this, but it'll still look like a window. And if you're wondering how I did this bit, there's basically an entire wood wall here, but then there's also quarter walls snapped inside of that wall. So it's only half of the glass that shows. And I think that's pretty cool. So I left that there. So yeah, that's how I did that bit. It is really finicky with the amount of snap points that I have in this area because of all the weirdly placed structures. We're going to start from the bottom going up, and we've run out of walls, which we don't have any in here. So I'm going to quickly go down and grab some more walls. Probably another 2, 3, 12. Should be good. I want to quickly try something with this front bit. If I have pillars coming down like this, what will that look like? I think that actually goes quite well, to be honest. Yeah, I quite like that. Plus it frames in the windows a little bit more. So yeah, we'll go like that. But yeah, that's the entire bottom section done. I just need to go around and apply all these skins. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly do that, and we'll move on to the next section. Okay, so for the roof, we come up like this. Oh no, wrong snap point. And then like that. Oh, hold on. Here we go. And then like this. Switch all of those to frontier. On the previous section as well, we're gonna come up with these railings like so. There we go. And then nearly fall off. We're gonna do the same over here because apparently I missed some when I was building earlier. Either I missed some or I just completely ran out. Oh, where did that railing go? Where did that railing go? Oh, whoops! Just fell right off the building. I genuinely don't see where that went. Oh, I see where it went now. Right, I'm gonna go quickly grab that. There we are. And then place that back. Right, so on these sections here, we're gonna come up with the triangle roofs, which, believe it or not, is the first time I'm using these in ASA. And for God's sake, I forgot how annoying these are to place. So then up here, we're not gonna go any further. But instead, what we're gonna do is we're going to come out like this. I think, yes, and then do that. And then we're going to come out like that. And then this, and then that. Bit of a weird shape, I know, but it's the easiest way that I've found to fill in this entire circle without starting from the center. But yeah, we're gonna continue with the railings coming up, and they're gonna come into a little crisscross. And we're going to have pillars. I'm glad I didn't fall down that gap. We're going to have pillars like this. Do they go down any further? I don't believe they do. And then these little gaps here are going to be filled in by the quarter railings. And finally one of those. So yeah, that's what this looks like. And we're going to have one of them hanging down as well. So yeah, that's what this roof section looks like. And I nearly fell down that hole. Other than these beams coming across like this. They're kind of to just give detail, I suppose. And then this bit here, I'm trying to get the right pillar, and also trying to find the middle, which I think is there. Yeah, that's correct. And I didn't do this on that previous section, which I'm going to need to do. That's basically all the detail for the roof. It's not much, honestly, but, you know, at least it's something. So yeah, I'm going to finish off the rest of the roof, and I will bring you guys back when it is completely finished. And I've just realised I've missed some pillars going around those bits, but yeah, I'll get to those. So yeah, I will bring you guys back when this whole outer section here is filled, and we're just needing to work on the center. Okay, so it's a little while later, and I've completely finished the build. This is what it looks like from the inside. It's pretty insane, and it looks very complex, especially this bit up here, and that. But I will show you guys what I've done. So if we come out here, this is the front. Looks fairly similar, if not identical, to the previous clip. And so yeah, I basically just continued the roof, and it looks like this. I'll stop for a second so you guys can copy it if you guys want to build this yourselves. And then we got up here, and this little crazy pattern with the quarter ceilings and the triangle ceilings kind of created this insane pattern up top. And I kind of just went up with the triangle ceilings, put railings on them and pillars at the bottom with little spiky bits. And I kind of just finished the top bit of the build off with... Oh. Hold on, let me try and get in. There we go. So yeah, I kind of just finished the build off with some half pillars and some thin beams to kind of give it that circular look in the middle. Unfortunately, there isn't a snap point right in the middle, so I can't have anything hanging down, which is unfortunate. Because I would love to do something like that. But, yeah. So, that's the build done. Kind of looks a little bit weird with the big gap between this bit of the roof and this bit, but I personally think it looks fine. If you look at it from down here, like, you don't notice it, but if like you come up here, no, you still don't notice it. Even here you don't notice it, but then when you get inside it's like grand, big and open, which is what I wanted for the breeding building. Because, yeah, we're going to have, like, acros in here. We're going to have bisons when I get around to breeding them. Maybe horses as well, because believe it or not, we're still not done those stats. Yeah, it's been, like, what? A couple of weeks. And we still haven't finished those stats. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But, yeah, I think that's this building completely finished. Unless I want to add anything else on the inside, which I don't, really. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. Maybe one thing I could do is run railings up and then around, maybe, but then... Nah. Nah, it will give more detail, but nah. I kind of want to keep it like this for now, because, yeah, I'm a little bit tired from building. I've also been editing... episode 12 as well, which Yeah, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I'm not spoiling. Although by the time this video is out, episode 12 will be out. We have the Zafactinus down here at the moment, breeding. We are currently at 14 health. The melee stack, I'm gonna bring up to 20 as well. We're on 10 at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna get the melee stack. Once the health stack is finished, I'm gonna get the melee stack up to 20 as well. And then we'll take them out into the ocean and cause mass amounts of carnage. Anyway, that's the breeding building completely finished. Now it's just time to move all my breeding creatures up here. And maybe we can start work on the bisons fairly soon. And then we can finish off the horses as well. And yeah, we can finally expand down this way, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Although, yeah, because we have the Zafactinus here, it might be a little bit tricky, but yeah, we're just gonna have to work around the Zafactinus for now. Okay, so it's been a little while since we went on our little ocean taming spree, and I've been breeding up Zafactinus in the background, and I will show you the progress, as well as some other base expansion type things that we've done. As I stated in a previous video, I kind of do all my building off camera when I'm not really in a recording mood. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Let me just dump off all this crap. Right, okay, so one thing that I have done that I can remember, there might be a few details around the place that I'm forgetting. Although something that I have just shown as well is I've kind of upgraded our storage situation at the moment. Before I make like an actual storage building, if I even decide to do that. But we have just a simple rack in to hold our all of our vaults. It's just something simple like this. It's nothing nothing too, you know, big of a deal. But I have moved all of our resources into this vault because I just ran out of item slots in the crafting station here. So yeah, I've kind of just moved all the resources, and then I think the same thing with the polymer as well, because I had Acatinas in here producing polymer, that they still are, and poly that doesn't fit in the fridge, I just put in this vault. And yeah, both of those vaults will be for resources. So yeah, another expansion I've done is above the water. But we're going to start on these sides first. So this is just like a little walkway that stretches down onto the rocks that you can kind of use to get up. And then the same thing on the other side. So if I ever accidentally fall, I don't have to do parkour up this rock and like jump to get up. I can just walk around, come up this little ramp, and then I'm up. And then this is a dock that I built that is still under construction. I still need to expand this way a little bit. But yeah, I went right down to the water. So in here I'm gonna have like ocean tames. So like maybe my Dunkley, I'm gonna put that in here. And then my Mosa. And then probably my Zafactinus as well. And this is gonna stretch on for quite a bit. One thing that... yeah, you've probably just seen. So one thing that I have done here is I've kind of added turrets on the end of each little walkway, just so that this area is protected for when I eventually get tames in here, and plus I'm breeding Zafactinus down here and I don't want them killed. So yeah, if we come down here, this is like a little diver's latch where you can just walk down into the water. And over here we have all the Zafactinus. Right now I'm on 18 melee. And they're not breeding, which is strange. Right, cool. So yeah, we're on 18 melee at the moment. I have the health stack completely done, and I have it in both a male and a female, just in case. But yeah, that's what I've been doing off camera, while also building this up. And it was so annoying to build, because I've put so much detail into it. And like, this bit here was intricate, and just building underwater is really frustrating, because you're constantly moving. So yeah, I kind of just did it off camera. And I think I finished this whole section here last night. And I'm just crafting up some more structures to keep going this way. So yeah, there's still this little bit to finish as well. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go further and include like a little hut type thing, where like you can do fishing or something. I'm not entirely sure. I might, just because it'll look good. So yeah, I'm basically just going to do this exact same thing, but on this side. And I've nearly done it the exact same size, although for this one, I'm going to do it a little bit shorter, just so that we have somewhere to put boats, like motorboats and rafts and all that type of stuff. Not just water tames. And then over here I might have like a storage bit, or something for like carts, or maybe like a shopping bit. So like a medieval, well, not medieval, like a western like market type thing over here. So kind of like having, well, my main inspiration is like Tortuga from Pirates of the Caribbean, or just like any docking like area from Pirates of the Caribbean, just because that stuff looks really nice, and I think it fits with the aesthetic I'm going with a little bit, minus the desert. So yeah, I might honestly have like a little fishing hut over here where you can stand out and do some fishing. Although there's no fish in here at the moment, so it would just be purely aesthetic and not functional whatsoever. I don't know what else I want to do around here other than get some tames in and some more turrets, and maybe have a few boats lying out. So yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna do for this area here. The breeding bit hasn't changed whatsoever since the previous clips, you know, other than just me moving some creatures up here, like the horses. I'm still continuing with those, and I've started with the bison. I'm just picking out mutations for each stat at the moment. But yeah, this hasn't really changed at all. So yeah, it's not anything really to show other than the dock down here, and the little storage bit that I've added within the workshop. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else to show. So yeah, that's probably going to be it for today's episode. It was a little bit boring and a little bit build intensive, I will admit, but I just thought to get this video out of the way before I forget about it and continue on without editing it and publishing it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing so you never miss a future upload. And where's my emote? There it is. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.